What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my single player series. Today's episode... What is... You guys see that? What the... Hold on. I swore I saw something. Hold on. Did it go down there? No. Where did it go? I saw it. I saw it. Hold on. Come back here. Did you see it? Don't mind the pink sheep. That's not what I'm talking about, even though it's really rare. There it is. On a real note, though, it took me a long time to make this video, so please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can change your mind whenever you like to, and enjoy the video. God, I hope you enjoy the video. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of my 1.21 series. Last episode, I built this ranch for all of the new mob variants from the spring update that came out recently, and in this episode, I want to expand on it. I have several signs around the area labeling all the areas I want to design today with the names of it, but I don't want to spoil it. By the end of this episode, all of this land will be transformed into a huge farmland. Before we can actually do the big transformation, we needed some materials, which I've been collecting a bunch of stuff out of my gigantic kind of storage area. It's not organized at all. It's terrible. We're 7 episodes in and my organization is so bad. I even have just brewing stands on the ground. But we're gonna act like we never saw that and just work on the land over here. This is by far nowhere near everything we need. I might even have to go into the mines. No, hate mining so much. The first thing I want to collect are more beehives because yes, I could breed them, but I'm really liking the natural look I'm going for. And in areas like this, beehives would match very well. And the best places to get beehives are in flower forests, and there's quite a few of these biomes around. So I'm going to go around looking for a bunch of beehives and let's see how many we can collect. While I was waiting for all these bees to get back in their beehive, I realized that we are now on day 200. That is so crazy. I did want to say thank you guys so much for all the support. As of recording, I haven't hit 1,000 subscribers, but it might be out by the time I hit it. So if so, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, now we wait for this bee to get in the beehive. Okay, so I got a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't know there could be that many. I don't even know if I'll end up using all of these, but it's nice to have because I might make a flower field one day. The next thing I'd like to get is a lot of dirt and grass, maybe filling up all of these shulker boxes because we need to do a lot of terraforming, which is a part of why this is such a big transformation. So let's go find somewhere I don't really care about and destroy the entire land. Okay, I dug dirt for like 20 minutes and I mined a little bit over 11,000 blocks of grass. Bro, it literally says 13,000. I don't know where I got 11,000 from, but I also almost mined 9,000 dirt, which I don't know why I didn't mention that either. But yeah, I did mine quite a lot of dirt. And now we have a bunch of dirt and grass blocks in these shulkers. But before we do anything else, I need to heal my shovel because it is very, very low. And now with all the grass and dirt I have, I want to start terraforming over here. There's things like holes and really, really unlevel terrain that I want to work on. Now we can start working on some terraforming where the wheat fields are going to go. Alright guys, it's been a couple days. My life has been very, very busy. In that time though, we had the cloud mod get updated, and I have this new zoom in mod, which I think is even better than the last one I had. I think the last I left off on was I was clearing out or probably placing grass blocks around here, and now I have a pretty smooth incline up the hill. Oh god, do you hear that? All the mobs are down there. Hold on. Oh god, I forgot that I didn't light up down there. Hold on. I made torches for this exact reason and I still didn't do it. God, please don't say there's creepers. Oh, there's creepers. Oh, please don't blow up what I just did. Please don't. Ow. Oh no. But anyways, back on schedule. I want to work on this hill area and put some wheat on this side and some potatoes on this side. Unfortunately, replay mod is still not updated for the new version, so it will be all recorded by hand, but hopefully it still gives the same immersion and you still enjoy it. I'm sorry, this is the best I can do. so don't yell at me in the comments. Now on with the time lapse. We began the build by working on a path from the top of the hill down to the bottom of the hill because I felt like it was an easier way of looking to see the path is going. And then I ran into a zombie. After that, I realized that I needed lanterns, so I headed down into the mine and realized that there's not an easy way to get to iron level. So, like every episode, I have to get distracted, and I decided to go find soul sand to make a bubble elevator, which actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. I then grabbed some kelp because it's the easiest way to make water source blocks faster, and honestly, after getting all the materials, it was pretty fast to make the bubble elevator. You now can see that I'm clearing out an area, right? Well, I did all of this just to go to a cave and find iron because I was too lazy to go strip mining for iron. I ended up getting like 4 stacks of iron and throwing it into furnaces, and then AFKing for a while so then it would all smelt. And now that I had all the lanterns I needed, I lit up the path and started collecting wood because I wanted to put a fence around the path as well. After completing the path, I started working on placing some logs around because this is where all the trees are going to go, which you can see me designing a tree in creative mode on a different world. And I decided to settle for this design. I then started working on a river because I wanted some water flow so it wasn't just land everywhere, and I ended up hating this bridge and destroyed the whole thing and settled for this stone bridge, which turned out pretty good. Alright, so I got all the path done all the way up to the top of the hill, and I also made this very quick stone bridge, which I really like. And I've also been working on some kind of river. I have no idea where it's gonna go yet, so it just stops right there. And every log you see is going to be a tree. There's a total of 82 logs on the ground, which means there's 82 trees I must build. So this is going to take me quite a while. Oh, and quite a while is just an understatement, guys. This took me over 5 hours to complete. Yeah, 5 hours to build some trees. That's a very questionable amount of time. And like while I'm editing this, I was like, oh, I'll just cut like 30 minutes into it. And then I'm just chopping down more leaves and chopping down more trees and then building trees. Like it doesn't stop. It literally doesn't stop. Like, holy crap. I wanted to interrupt my voiceover to talk about how I've already spent over 2 hours. 2 hours. I didn't think it was going to take this long. Oh, little do you know. I can't believe it's taking this long. I still have 7 trees on this side that I need to get done, and another 31 trees on this side. But I signed myself up for this, so I can't really complain much more. So let's just get it done. And that is exactly what we did. We went ham on some trees. I collected another 6,000 leaves or so to build these trees, but luckily I decided to cut out some trees that I built for some space to make more flat, plain areas that don't have trees, so then it didn't feel too repetitive. All right, I got all of the forest done. It took a few hours, but we are now done with it. I have this river right here that actually isn't going anywhere at the moment, and that's just because I have some ideas for what I want to put over here. And yes, we do have a lot of trees, but the one thing that we are struggling with is how bare it looks. Look at that. Oh my god, I could zoom into like a single pixel. What the? But don't worry, I've gone ahead. Wait, where is it? Ah, here it is. I've collected all of this foliage so then we can decorate the ground with a bunch of stuff, especially these leaves. I'm loving these leaves. And I also want to mix up the grass with some moss blocks and coarse dirt. And for this montage, it's going to be very epic, intense. And the music's going to be so dramatic, you're going to freaking crap your pants. Alright guys, I have finally completed the forest, and I think it turned out so good with the rocks and the mix of the moss and coarse dirt gives the grass kind of more texture so it's not so repetitive. I decided for the first part of the forest to be very floral with a lot of flowers. I also added some rocks around the river, and when you cross the bridge you can see that it starts to be more tame on the other side. But now the next part we need to work on is the actual farm itself. On the left side, there's going to be a huge field of wheat. Yes, we have a lot of wheat here, but at some point it will run out. And I got to keep breeding my animals so I don't starve to death. And the other 3 sections will be potatoes, beetroot seeds, and berry bushes. So you can see that our farm is going to be pretty big, which is why we need to get started on it right now. I began by working on the wheat field and realized that we actually need a lot of holes on the ground because of how much space it takes up. I filled the holes up with water and then covered them up with trapdoors, which I love to do because that means you can still walk on the field without worrying about falling into a puddle of water. I then wanted to upgrade my hoe with mending, but realized my mending villager had turned into a zombie. So I had to quickly revert him back to a villager, which honestly was really nice because now his trades are very cheap. It was so cheap, I got a mending book for just 1 emerald. And then we began collecting some levels, if you can even hear me. So I can then enchant my diamond hoe and then combine it and then turn it into netherite. Holy crap, I did that so fast. Oh, what a nice sound. And then I used my brand new netherite hoe to hoe up all this land super fast. See how fast I'm going? This is not sped up. It's not sped up. You can believe me if you want. And of course, after hoeing all the land, we started planting the seeds, which, God, I never want to plant seeds ever again after this video. And then I started terraforming a little bit more because I actually didn't like what I did before I started working on the farms. And what you see I'm working on here is where a path will be going to surround the entire... Okay, yeah, then I get levels. And then I cover up all the water on the carrot side because, of course, we do the same thing over and over. Okay, yeah, we get more levels. Okay, and then we're back to the carrots, covering up more of the water so that we don't fall in it, you know, yada, yada, yada. And then fast hoeing. Once again, not sped up. Okay, are you guys bored of this? I know you're bored of this. Wait, what? You want to see me plant potatoes? Okay. Are you enjoying this? All right. Well, how about berry bushes? Wow, satisfying. Satisfying. What about a fly around the land? Wow, pretty nice. Okay, what if I place down beetroot seeds? Oh. Okay. Yeah, basically I spent another 4 or 5 hours on that part. So let's just cut to the final product, shall we? That's why you clicked on the video. So here you go. Oh my God, guys, what an episode it has been. This video has taken me over a week to complete. And I swear every time we build a new thing in the series, our chest monstrosity doubles in size. If I take a small gander, you can probably see how different the land looks over there now. It honestly turned out so well and I am so happy with it. Just look at it. It looks so good. Obviously, there's more to come around here. The land behind this very small forest is not complete at all, but it's just because I don't know exactly what I want to put back here. There's many ideas I could add back here, so if you have anything you think I should add back here, let me know. This is by far my biggest build I've done in Minecraft. I wanted to step up the building for this episode because we haven't really been doing building recently, and this, I think, makes up for it. Oh yeah, and the reason I built this, by the way, is so then I can have the resources needed for breeding the animals from the new update, but also just in case I ever need anything. Obviously, I'm not going to harvest the entire thing every time. And I did say I was going to build a horse stable, but this video has already taken me over a week to get complete, so I kind of want to hold off on that. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but I went ahead and built a very small stable, so maybe that will satisfy you. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. Please consider subscribing. I put a lot of effort into this video, and it would mean a lot if you were to show some love. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.